like it. It's good. It's good. I show you Kiev. Let's go. We're going to see Kiev.
Yeah. I'm on the outside and I'm looking, I'm visioning Joshua in the ring and I'm like, what would I want to see Anthony Joshua doing today in the ring? Cool, is he flowing? Pow! Pow, 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 pow. Like, how's he looking? And I say, that's what I want to see today. Now go in there and achieve your greatness.
Look at him.
Jab, 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 like a shoom, shoom. Yes. We're now not here with you. We're now like in Miami Beach. You know, we drink. You like coconut? Yes, you like. We drink cold coconut with ice and music, reggae. Yeah. No long step. No tension. Long, yeah. Good coconut. Yeah. Delicious. Long step. Yes.
Anthony Joshua in Ukraine, in Oleksandr Usyk's gym, training like the whole world is watching, because it is.
Yeah. No. Yes. Maybe. Yeah. So.
And push.
This is not a PR stunt. This is not two fighters putting on a friendly show for the cameras. What you are looking at right now is one of the most unique setups in the entire history of heavyweight boxing. A former world champion rebuilding himself inside the training camp of the very man who beat him twice. And the reason he is here, the reason any of this is even happening, goes far deeper than boxing.
За ногу заходит.
All of this, Tyson Fury is waiting. On April 10th, 2026, Fury ended his 16-month retirement, his 5th comeback from leaving the sport, and dominated Arslanbek Makhmudov over 12 rounds at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, winning by unanimous decision with scores of 120, 108, 120, 108, and 119, 109. Anthony Joshua was in the front row watching every second of it, and the moment Fury's hand was raised, he grabbed the microphone, turned toward Joshua, and delivered a challenge in front of 60,000 people. But AJ had the perfect reply. Joshua did not enter the ring. But still, the most anticipated all-British heavyweight clash in history had a new, very public flashpoint.
I'm here in front of a camera. Unfortunately, I'm not speaking to all of you people live. If you know my character, I'll much prefer to do that, but there's what I want and then there's reality. So this is the best way I could reach out to all of you far and wide, worldwide, who are showing so much love, care, support through that tragic, traumatic time where we lost Latson Sena in Nigeria.
However, Joshua's journey to this point, to this gym, in this country, with this man, is not a straight line. At the start of 2026, everything had been mapped out. The plan was clear. The targets were set. Joshua was focused and ready to have one of the biggest years of his professional career. Then everything stopped.
Plans to wrap up 2025, and we were on a mission. We were on a mission. We went back home, went to see our families, and everything just got flipped upside on its head. And yeah, it's God's the best planner. We can't plan. We can plan to the best of our capabilities, but you know, that was such an unforeseen circumstance that was out of all of our controls. And not only did I, not even want to talk about myself, not only did their parents, their uncles, their cousins, their friends, and myself lose like two great men. We lost people that we dearly care about and that have been like major players in all of our lives, major players in all of our lives. It's tough.
During a visit to Nigeria, a tragic accident took the lives of two people who were genuinely close to Joshua and central to everything around him, named as Lots and Sena. The details were devastating. These were not just members of a support team. Joshua described them as two great men, people who were major players in his life and in the wider community around him, and in an instant, they were gone.
It's tough. It's really tough. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and show all of my emotions. I know in today's day and age, it's easy to microanalyze people and, you know, pass judgment, but, you know, I know what I feel, and that's what that matters to me. I know what my duty is. You know, they're my brothers, they're my friends, first and foremost. And then we became business partners, we became hustlers, we became lieutenants, we became generals, we became everything. We became housemates, we were living together. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
For months, Joshua stepped away from boxing entirely, not to rest, not to recharge, to grieve. Real, heavy, unshakable grief. He needed space to process what had happened. He needed time away from the gym, away from the spotlight, away from all of the noise. Anyone who has ever lost someone they care deeply about understands exactly why.
It's a shame. It's a shame, but so there's that side of things, and then what can I say? One day my time will come, and I'm not scared either, at all. It's actually comforting knowing that I've got two brothers on the other side.
What makes it even more striking is how honest Joshua has been about all of it. He did not disappear quietly and come back with a polished press statement. He spoke about the loss. He named the men. He made clear that they mattered, not just to him, but to the people around them and the communities they shaped. That kind of openness, at his level of public life, does not come from image management. It comes from somewhere completely real. And it was during this period, this quiet, painful stretch away from everything, that Oleksandr Usyk picked up the phone.
Now we with Anthony like a friends. If I can help my opponents, I help. But only if this have my opponents. For example, we speak with Anthony. Say, hey bro, I have preparation. If you can come with my camp, we training with you together. Oh, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But Anthony don't have time, you know, I have. Now it's possible because I will with Anthony with camp 2 weeks.
Not a post on social media, not a public gesture designed to generate headlines. A phone call, man to man. Usyk told Joshua his camp was open. If Joshua needed a place to work, to train, to find his way back to himself, he could come to Ukraine, and Joshua came.
This picture maybe 5-6 years ago, you sit in the crowd, you're looking Anthony Joshua. You remember the picture? Yeah. This picture is crazy because you was not heavyweight then. And now you've finished the heavyweight division and you're watching the guy Anthony Joshua. Now he's part of your team. So are you training Anthony Joshua? This is what everybody's thinking. Maybe you're the coach. Are you the coach?
No, I'm not coach, I'm friend.
Usyk was very clear about what he was and was not offering. He said it plainly. I'm not coach, I'm friend. He was not taking over Joshua's corner or redesigning his style from the ground up. He was offering something rarer than coaching. He was offering genuine human respect. He opened his gym, his team, and his work ethic to a man he had beaten twice because he recognized something in Joshua worth investing in. That says a great deal about who Usyk is outside of the ring.
You have so many opponents. Why Anthony Joshua? Why do you want to help Anthony Joshua?
Why Anthony Joshua? I think it's answer only for God, because Anthony very have, you know, I think education, like a kind of guy. We speak with Anthony, message. Now we speak on phone, yeah, not Instagram, but I have a number, Anthony have number. For example, we drive in a car, like he call me, hey champ, hello, how are you, blah 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 blah. We joking, hey, good luck training, because I see this guy in the gym. My team, hey, Alex, hello, hey brother.
The relationship between these two is not what most people expected. Usyk talks about calling Joshua on the phone regularly, not just reacting to posts online, actual conversations. And when asked why, his answer is disarmingly simple. He likes Joshua. He sees him as smart. He sees him as humble. He sees him as an educated individual who carries himself with a kind of class that you do not always find in this sport. That mutual respect is the foundation of everything you are watching in that gym. And the sessions themselves? Brutal. Joshua has made no attempt to soften what it has been like. He has described training inside Usyk's methods as physically and mentally demanding at a level he genuinely did not expect. Usyk does not ease up. He does not pace you in. He pushes, and he keeps pushing, and the standard does not drop. For a man returning from months completely away from the gym, that kind of intensity is a different kind of test entirely. There is one moment in particular that Joshua described that puts all of it into focus. That is not a motivational quote written on a gym wall. That is a heavyweight champion in the middle of a training session telling you exactly what separates the good from the exceptional. Joshua heard it. You can tell. He is still carrying it. What you also see in this camp is Joshua going back to the fundamentals. There is footage of him reviving his signature neck roll drill, the kind of movement-based defensive work that builds head movement, sharpens reflex off the back foot, and rebuilds the instincts that keep a heavyweight from getting hit clean. After months away, you do not come back trying to reinvent yourself. You come back and rebuild what made you dangerous in the first place.
A lot of sportsmen, half level, not do what I do. Professional boxing is a top level, yeah? But many people not do a lot of smart work. Just sparring, just back, and go home. Not healthy food, not stretching, not recovery, just training, take money, and hey-hoo! It's bad. It's not long. You not belong for sport. It's maybe 2-3 years.
Usyk's philosophy on the sport goes well beyond the training floor. He has a very specific view on why so many fighters peak early and fade fast. His point is straightforward. Too many heavyweights treat a career like a series of isolated camps. Spar, go home, eat poorly, skip the stretching, ignore the recovery, and then wonder why the body starts breaking down after 2 or 3 years. His formula is different. Smart work plus recovery equals a long career. Simple to say, rare to actually live by. That philosophy is what Joshua is absorbing right now. Not just the physical output, but the discipline that surrounds it, the recovery habits, the lifestyle choices, the understanding that what you do between sessions is every bit as important as what you do in them.
You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out, he depends on his skill.
Perhaps the most telling part of this entire chapter is what Joshua has chosen to say publicly about Usyk. He does not dodge it, he does not spin it, He acknowledges plainly that Usyk beat him twice, that for now, Usyk is the better fighter. That is not an easy sentence for any competitor to say out loud, let alone a former world heavyweight champion who has carried the sport for a decade. When competition is set aside and two elite, driven, hard-working fighters are in the same space, they do not cancel each other out. They raise the ceiling for each other, the standard climbs, and both men become better for simply being in the room together.
Donetsk and Crimea. This is very great man boss. You know, it's like a big community. Yes. This is, you know, is like a nickname Da Vinci. Wolf Da Vinci. This is.
You got yesterday the T-shirt with Wolf. That's what I said. Yeah, same one at the house.
Yeah. So this is proper Armenia, Ukraine, anything who help. UK guys too, USA, but Europe, like a lot of.
During his time in Ukraine, Joshua also stepped outside the gym. He visited a war memorial and paid his respects to those lost in the ongoing conflict. He stood in silence and took in the weight of what that place represents. For a man who came to this country still carrying his own grief, still processing the loss of Lats and Sena, standing at a memorial for lives lost on a far larger scale had to be a profoundly human moment. Joshua understands loss right now in a way he did not before, and moments like that, stay with a person.
But I don't think I've lost people like that, my left and my right, you know. Throughout this like journey that I've been on, you know, it's not easy, but I didn't even realize that I'm the big guy, you know what I mean? But I was walking with giants, man, that kept me protected, kept me shielded. But the mission must go on. I understand my duty. I understand, like, what they wanted to do for their families. So what my goal is to continue to help them achieve their goals.
The emotional thread running through all of it is something Joshua has spoken about with real honesty. He has talked about how boxing first helped him manage his mental health as a young man. When everything around him was uncertain, the gym gave him structure, purpose, somewhere to put energy that had no other direction. And now, after the Nigeria accident, after the loss of two men who were close to him, after months of grief and stillness, boxing is doing exactly the same thing again. It is not just a sport to him right now, it is a lifeline.
On Anthony Joshua next, the big shithouse. He's there at ringside, he won't say yes. Terrified, shaking his boots, the box snap off him and knock him out cold. Come on, accept my challenge, you big shithouse dosser. Get up!
Which is what makes the Joshua versus Fury matchup so urgent at this exact moment. Because this is not a new conversation. This is a decade-old fight that keeps finding reasons not to happen. Fury has now gone public saying he has signed the contract for the bout. "I've signed, done," he told reporters at the post-fight press conference, pressing Joshua to do the same. He called Joshua very evasive and gave the whole thing a 3-word deadline: now or never.
And I'm just looking forward to getting this AJ fight signed if he's got the balls to do it. He was challenged, he didn't accept, he was stunned. He came here tonight to get in the ring and make the fight. The gauntlet was laid and he didn't accept, so what can I do?
What do you think it is? Do you think he's scared? Do you think you look too good?
I don't know, you know. He had his opportunity tonight to accept, and he didn't accept, so the ball's in AJ's court now. I want the fight for August or September. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, also great. We fight again in September and December. 3 fights this year, I want to stay busy. I've got no belts to defend, which is good. I got no mandatories, I got nothing. Just heart, determination, a big set of cojones, and a very good looking face.
Reports have even suggested the fight could stream live on Netflix in autumn 2026, with Croke Park's 80,000 capacity venue being eyed as a potential destination. But Joshua refused to be rushed. Speaking after the call-out, he made his position clear. "You won't tell me what to do. I've been after this fight for years. When you're ready, come see me with your terms. I'm in control." Two enormous personalities, neither willing to blink first, and the whole world watching every word.
Now, Uncle Turkey has some work to do, and
we'll see what happens next. But I enjoyed watching it, and I feel like I'm ready to build up my muscle because I want to break his jaw.
And the stylistic collision between these two men is unlike anything else the division has to offer right now. Fury brings everything that disrupts a prepared game plan, a 6'9" frame that moves like a man 100 pounds lighter, unorthodox angles, a relentless jab that resets every exchange, and a ring intelligence that has dismantled every fighter who thought they had him figured out. Joshua brings technical precision, natural power, and the conditioning of a man who has spent the last several months being pushed to his absolute limit by the best heavyweight on the planet.
Listen, let's give the fight fans what they want. Do not run from me this time. 10 years in the making.
Joshua did not come to Ukraine by accident. He came because he lost two men who meant a great deal to him, because a rival extended a hand and offered genuine friendship, because his body and mind needed to be rebuilt from the ground up, and because right now, in 2026, Tyson Fury is standing at a microphone in front of 60,000 people saying his name. He walked into the hardest training environment he could find. The camp is open, the work is being done, and when Joshua walks out of Ukraine and into a ring with Tyson Fury, everyone who watched these sessions will understand exactly where that version of him was built.